Hello y'all, I'm Crystal with It's a Journaling Thing, and I'm trying something new. I seen a video on YouTube, and it was with Kelly, I can't remember the channel name, but I will try to link her video down in the description box down below. Basically what it is I've gathered these papers together, and I went kind of heavy around the edge with some vintage photo distress ink in hopes that what I'm going to be doing, it will, make it look even older. So I've got these pages, and I've got these different washers and just different shapes and all that. My hopes are that they will rust a little bit onto the pages. I'm hoping to make these pages look as old as I can. I'm going to pull out some already rusted staples. I'm going to put them on there and see what happens. I could put a couple of these paper clips in there, but I've tried rusting them before and they didn't rust really, very well. May put that in there somewhere. And, we'll just see what happens. So, the way you do it is you just take your pieces here and you just lay them in here on your pages. And in hopes that they kind of stay, where you put them, but, I guess we will see what happens with that. Maybe I'll do it like this. And then put the page over top of it. And lay these there. Maybe put a paper clip in. I don't know how this is going to turn out. But hopefully we will get something. So once we get this stuff in here, what we'll do is, I'm going to be simmering it on the stove in some instant coffee mixture. The video that I seen by Kelly at Paper and Arts, I think, or something like that, she actually simmered hers in tea, but I prefer to do coffee. So I'm just skipping some pages here and just getting these things put in there. I really don't know how this is going to come out, but, that's what junk journaling is all about, is trying things and seeing how it goes. So that's, why I wanted to bring you all along with me so we could do this together. And as you can see, it's getting pretty full here. I don't know what this is going to do, but it's rubber, so I don't know. I just was going to throw it in there to see what happens. So I've got it all in there now. And of course, some of it is falling out. I'm going to just slide this back up in there. And so what we're going to do is, I've got some paracord here. And I'm going to be just wrapping it all around just to hold all the stuff in. That seems to work pretty good. You could use any kind of string that you have. So, got that all wrapped up. And then maybe just unwind it a little bit to where I can maybe go and then I'm just going to tuck them in. Okay, so there we go. It's all in there. I'm sure it moved, but I'm very interested to see how it's going to come out when it comes out of the instant coffee bath. So I'm going to pause you all, and we're going to move to the kitchen, and I'm going to show y'all me putting it into the coffee bath. Be right back. Here's my little Kipper laying in the sun. He loves to lay in the sun and sunbathe. Say hi, everybody. Okay, so here we are at the stove, and I've got the coffee mixture. It is instant coffee, just simmering on the stove. And y'all, please excuse the water running in the back. That is my turtle tank. So I've got my bundle here, and I'm going to just drop it down in there. And I may need to add some more water so that it, gets covered. So I'll do that real quick. Okay, I got some more water, and I'm going to add it. All right, let's see what we have now. Make sure it's all good and wet up here on the top. I don't think I want to fully submerge it under in the water. So what I think I want to do is add some instant coffee granules to the top to see what happens there. Okay, I've got this instant coffee here. It's just a cheap brand. I love the jar that it's in, so I definitely will be keeping the jar once it's empty. So I'm going to just sprinkle some coffee on there. And we'll just leave it like that for a bit and see what happens. After it's simmered for a little while, I will be back. And as you know, this is going to be hot when it, gets done. So I will just, once I get it out, I may let it cool for a little while, and then I'll be back, and we will do a unbundling of it together to see how it turns out. So I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Okay, so we're back here at the stove, and I've let this simmer for maybe about 30 minutes. I did turn it up and let it boil a little bit, but I kept an eye on it. I also set my timer. So I let it simmer for about 30 minutes or so. I've got this colander here, and I'm just going to take these grubber things and hopefully pick it up out of here. And get it over into this colander so it can drain. And obviously I will be using the leftover coffee mixture to dye something else. But so far that's how it looks. I'm really looking forward to opening it up and unbundling it, you know, and see how it turned out. I kind of feel like the things in there probably didn't rust. They may have, and it may be that you need to already use rusted stuff. But this is just a trial run, and we'll just see how it goes. So I will be back here after this bundle cools off a bit, and we will unbundle it together. See y'all soon. Okay, y'all, I'm back, and I've got the bundle here. It did drain more coffee off than that. I've already dumped it into the other coffee mixture. I've got a puppy pee pad. I don't know if y'all have seen in my past videos of doing any tea dyeing or anything like that, but these work great for that, and you can get them. I got these at Dollar General, a pack of them, for, you know, didn't cost very much. So they work great for that. So I'm just trying to squeeze some of this coffee out. And it is a little hot, but it's not too bad. And I got some gloves on because coffee will stain your hands. I like to, sometimes I don't mind it, but I like to stain other things, not necessarily my hands. So I don't know how this is really going to go, because this has, you know, if you've done any coffee dyeing, it has, you know, made the paper extremely brittle. So we're just going to see how this goes. And there's one thing that's already fell out of it. So next time I do this, I will have to keep in mind, maybe to make sure that everything is not in the front or the back, because, you know, that can rip the papers, and I'm pretty sure that's probably what's going to happen. Try to soak some of that coffee out of there. I think this was the, I can't even remember now, but that may have been the back. I don't know. Okay, yeah. I can see now. This is the front. See how the paper is very, very brittle. So what I might do is I might pause you all real quick, and I'm going to get my heat gun and see about heating it up a little bit and try to get that paper dry, so it, you know, hopefully isn't so brittle. So I will be right back. Okay, so as expected, the pages are very, very brittle. So what I've been trying to do is just trying to flip a few and dry, and flip a few and dry. So you can see a little bit of rust right here from one of the washers, and There's some right here. This page right here, just it ripped, but that's okay because I like stuff like that. The grungier, the better. Then we have this big washer right here, and like I was saying, I'm thinking that you probably should maybe do it with already rusted things. I mean, they did. It's a little rusted, so maybe what I'll do next time is go ahead and get this stuff rusted and then do it. But I just wanted to come back on here real quick and show you all, kind of like where I'm at so far. So I'm going to do a little bit more drying on it, and then I will come back. See you soon. Okay, so I've flipped a couple more pages, and I wanted to show you this mark right here from the washer. And then I'm just, going through and still doing some more drying. If you're not impatient like I am, because I couldn't wait to see how it turned out, you could just lay your bundle out, if it's not raining or whatever, if it's sunny and all that, you could just lay it out in the sun and just leave it and let it dry that way. But here, unfortunately, I believe we're going to be getting some rain, although it is, in the high 80s or 90s. But you could try doing that, but I just wanted to go ahead and see how it's turned out. So I'm going to do some more drying, and then I'll be back. So I've just been kind of flipping through there, and this right here was that rubber thing that I didn't think was going to do anything, but the way the coffee went around it or whatever, I did get this right here, so I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to show you that. And also what I decided to do is some of the things that didn't rust. Let's see if I can find it. Some of the things that didn't rust, I just took while it was still laying on the page. I took some vintage photo and actually it's walnut stain, and just sprayed it. And so I got that. So that's an idea too. But I'm still flipping through here and trying to get this stuff dried. I did get some rust off of that right there, and some rust off of these staples. Got some little bit of rust off of that piece. So right now I'm just trying to get the pages separated and flipping through. You just have to be really careful because they are extremely brittle. I think I've got everything out of there. There's another little washer. And that even come through on this side too, where I sprayed it, so it come through on that side. And I think I've got all the parts out of there. So what I'm going to do is just work on getting it dry, and then I will come back after it's ready and we'll do a flip through. Okay, y'all. So I got it some dry, but not completely dry. But it definitely looks old, and that's definitely what I was going for. You can see where I had the string tied on there too, so that gave it some interest also. So we'll do a quick little flip through and see what we did get. It took quite a bit of drying time. I ended up just getting the pages separated and drying them, just one by one, and then I just put the book back together, or the journal back together. They are still a little bit damp, but we did get some marks from the washers and all that stuff. I'm definitely going to do this again, but I plan on making the pages bigger. These dictionary pages and this crossword really took the tea or the coffee really well. You can use tea, obviously, to do it. I just think I have gotten better results from using instant coffee. And like I say, you know, you could do some spraying with some distress sprays throughout to add some interest to it too. Did end up with some pretty interesting marks on there. So I hope you all gather you a bundle of papers, gather some rusty bits and bobs, and you all try this out for yourself. Let me know down in the comments if you do try it out and how it turned out for you, and if you come up with any ideas. I would like to hear from you. And that's it for this video. I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you all for watching. I love y'all. Hello. I just wanted to end the video with a quick flip through. It's all nice and dry now and definitely looks old. I did switch one of the pages for another one because that one ended up having a pretty good rip in it, and I wanted a full page, or you know, no rips on the front of it really. It's all nice and crispy. And I do like that. That turned out really neat looking. I don't know exactly what this junk journal is going to be yet. There's the page that was on the front and it was ripped, and so I just switched it. That looks like kind of a heart. I definitely will be doing this again. Like I said, probably with bigger size pages. I think I did this size just as a trial run. And this is an envelope. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but it was an envelope. But as a trial run, just to see, and also it fit good in my pot. That was one of the front pages. Probably the other side to the one that's ripped, because you can see where I had it tied. So I hope you all give this a try. Let me know how it goes. And I'll see y'all next time. I love y'all.